Welcome back, everybody. Always good when Spring Hill and White Oak hook up, separated by only a few miles. The Roughnecks have been kind of on top of this series against Spring Hill of late. Tonight, our Jay Wallace was in White Oak and has more on this rivalry and, of course, the great highlights.
Yeah, Eric, I'm here in Roughnecks territory for week 3 of the football season. White Oak, Spring Hill, these two sides, they know about the history to this rivalry. And for the fans, they want nothing more than to take down their foe.
We want to beat them, obviously. I think it's very intense because of, it started way back.
It's always an exciting game. We play White Oak, whether here or there. I mean, both sides really get into it pretty good.
Whenever you step on this field, whenever you step on this basketball court, whenever you step on the baseball diamond, it's different, man. Things change, all right? Everyone's going to be going for the jugular.
Going for the jugular, that tells you how intense this rivalry is. But White Oak would take command early and often, starting here on the first drive. As Connor Heron pulls in the 8-yard touchdown, he would have himself a night. White Oak takes the early 7-0 lead. But later in the first, it's Heron again, this time on the ground. The junior would have 3 total touchdowns in just the first half. Going on to the second quarter, Heath Hood takes the direct snap, dives down for the touchdown. Spring Hill forced White Oak into many 3rd and 4th downs in this game, but they just couldn't get those final stops tonight. Now, last year it took overtime to decide who would win in this rivalry. Tonight, it's a little different story. Eric, tell us that final score one more time.
We will do that, please, Jeremy. Wipe to it. Final score, White Oak 48-0. And shout out to my good buddy Zach Elder with the hat on backwards. He bleeds White Oak maroon and white right there. Well, you never, ever miss this game. Gilmer and Tatum, always a classic because both teams are always picked to make deep playoff runs. Let's see what happened at Jeff Traylor Stadium tonight. Eagles looking to come in on an upset alert early on. Brett Rice hands off to Trent Brooks for a nice game. Man, Gilmer just always has so much speed. Gets out of bounds before he gets that first down. This time, Brett Rice is going to go through the air, find his man Cameron Bowman right there. Keeps that drive going alive, and then you just give it to DeMarco Boyd. The guy is so big, so strong, so fast. Punches his way into the end zone. 7-0. Buckeyes with the lead. More Brett Rice. This time he's going to go back to the guy who gets the job done. That, of course, is Mr. DeMarco Boyd. Catches it down the middle. Great job right there. And another touchdown before the Gilmer Buckeyes. Not quite a touchdown right there. That they would get one in right here as Rice hands it off to his man, or throws it into his man. An easy score. Final score in this one, all Gilmer, and boy, they have looked impressive this year under the new coaching staff there. 23-0 your final. Henderson playing at Rusk tonight, and Henderson rolling, folks. We have to get them on a live shot with Jeff Schaefer here one Friday. Outstanding start, 39-0. Other scores in Class 4A, Chapel Hill. Boy, it's just not going well for them. Injuries have put a real heartbreak under the season. 42-21, they fall. Bullard wins 36-0. Pittsburgh 34-0 over New Boston. Quinlan Ford falls to Brownsboro. Congratulations, the Bears get that first win, 45-7. Crandall beats Canton 24-21. Maybank and Eustis, always a good one there. Eustis on top. It's 20-17 your final. Groveton, big 57-20 win. Rains falls to Farmersville. The Farmers win 23-20. And a couple more for you. Dangerfield tomorrow against Atlanta Saturday. And Center beats Garrison 30-10. All right, let's head over to the etfinalscore.com headquarters. That, of course, located at the Tyler Paper, where we find Trevor Pill live with what all is going on social media-wise tonight, Trevor, for the ET Final Score Twitter page and, of course, Facebook, Vines, everything you get. What you got tonight, Trevor?
Well, Eric, week 3, tons of rivalries happening. One you mentioned, the big one, John Tyler robbery lead, but it wasn't about the actual game. During the halftime, this photo was taken of the drill teams from both schools performing together for the first time ever. Of course, today pretty much all schools had a remembrance of 9/11. Here they have the American flag fully stretched out and dressed in the red, white, and blue. Awesome tribute, awesome photo. Out in Harleton, Walter Wilhelmy sent us this tweet along with 3 photos. He packed an entire game into one tweet. You have the fans, the drill team, and the cheerleaders with the football players in the background. That's high-caliber tweeting right there. Thanks, Walter. Great to see the Cougar faithfuls traveling well tonight as they defeated Harleton 42-14. And finally, we have this photo from the Chili's Battle account. The Nacogdoches and Carthage band side by side getting ready for the Battle of the Bands. This is what they call it as they raise money for their band programs. Nacogdoches might have lost the game, but both bands win on raising money. I will say we have a great fan base that tweet out scores, but always remember
adding a photo to your tweet makes it that much better. That's it for social media. Back to you, Eric.
Yeah, also, Trevor, shout out to the TK Gorman Crusaders for their remembrance of 9/11. We'll show you that in just a few minutes. We got to get back to the highlights here. ARP won their last game against Paul Pewitt, then lost to in a shootout to HUGHES Springs last week. So Franklin in town, long trip for Franklin, and early on, Franklin goes right to work as Jacob Dorsett. Wow, slices right through that Tiger defense, and he's going to score, and then Clayton Rosburn gets into the action. So it's 14-0 before you can say hello at Bill Harrington Stadium. Finally, Casey Medlock trying to get something doing for those Tigers. Was he faster? One. Finally gets taken down out of bounds after a big gain. And then I love this guy, Isaiah Baker. Look at the legs, kicking like crazy. That's a kid that wants to play football right there. He does get taken down, and then Fuller, though, comes right back after no points for ARP. Long pass to Jacob Dorsett, 20-0. ARP in a big hole early, but we got to show you what Casey Medlock could do, because this is a play of the night nominee. That Zach Hall play certainly was too. Look at him go back about 25 yards, then somehow gets it to his man Austin Mims. So with all those guys chasing him, he had all kinds of daylight, gets the first down, but it was a tough night for those Tigers of ARP. Your final score in this one, 56-7. Red Hot Frankston back at home tonight against Cayuga. This is a trap game if you've ever seen it. We've got the highlights of this one. There we go. Early on, Justice Beam, we featured him as our American State Bank Player of the Week last week. And look at, here's why. Look at how good he is. First play of the game, takes it to the house. He catches, he runs, he plays defense. He is an all-around guy, and they would take the early lead. Now, Cayuga's going to have a fumble rooski right here. Up in the air it goes. The big guy running hard, though, right there, as Jace Harris gets a big run, the big fullback right there. They would go on to score to make it 6-6. Here's the fumble rooski play. Out of nowhere comes everybody's All-American, Mr. Kendrick Rogers, to run it back into the end zone, and these ends have something going. But look at the size of this tight end from Cayuga. Jace Harris, just a bulldozer. Then Tristan Cross scores, and in fact, it would be a good night for those Cayuga Wildcats. As they had the lead, even better night for Frankston. They get it done 26-20. More scores for you. Sabine, West Rusk. Let's get to those scores if we can, guys. There it is, 44-0 West Rusk. Mineola, there it is, Mineola 45-14. They just continue to roll. Harmony and Cranceline in action tonight. Harmony winning 35-23. WINNSBORO 48-6. That's the final. Alba Golden 19-0. They win. Westwood beats Buffalo 43-34. Hawkins, could those Hawks get something done tonight? They couldn't. DeKalb comes in to get it done. 41-0. Wascom, wow, 58-36 over Hughes Springs. All right. Second break real quick. You just heard Trevor. You're looking live at our Twitter feed. All you have to do is go to @ETFinalScore. Courtney's zooming in on it for all the pictures, vines, stats, scores, you name it. It's on @ETFinalScore. We'll be right back.